To me, tuberculosis is the most fascinating disease, both immunologically, pathologically, epidemiologically, and clinically. I also think that currently the major issues in infection relate to global health. So I'm going to spend a minute or two discussing with you TB in the global context. Of course, everything recently has been dominated by COVID-19. And in 2020, there were 1.9 million deaths approximately from the new pandemic. However, during the same period, around about 1.3 million people died from tuberculosis, but their deaths went largely unnoticed. And TB is, of course, a disease which infects approximately a third of the world's population. So, in contrast to COVID-19, TB has been subject to relative neglect, lack of funding for research, and there is a very small pipeline of new therapies that can be used to treat the disease. The majority of people with TB don't actually have active disease. They have what's called latent tuberculosis. They carry the bug, which can be reactivated at any minute. So the treatment of latent TB is particularly important. And possibly the most exciting development that has occurred in recent years was the announcement back in March of 2019 in the New England Journal of Medicine that there was a possibility of doing a 1-month short course treatment for latent TB. And I think this opens up a whole new vista for us. And in particular, in the area of global migration, because round about 275 million people in the world are migrants. And of those, about almost a quarter are forced migrants fleeing war, natural disaster, or the effects of climate change. So the potential to catch these people who bring with them TB is very important, because it's absolutely clear that although people can get TB during the migratory process, often when they're kept in cramped and crowded conditions, or in their new destination, often from the communities in which they end up living, where they are socially deprived, the majority of people bring their TB with them in a latent form. But they are unable to access health services, and as such, they go under the radar. Yet one systematic review said that 37% of all migrants have latent TB, and a different study in Sweden showed about 20% have latent tuberculosis. So the potential to find and alter health services to treat these patients using new, very short course therapies and set up systems which are migrant friendly is, I think, the great hope for the management of TB in the global context as we look forward to the years coming up. Now that we are starting to think about the range of infectious diseases within the context of the pandemic, as we grow more accustomed to addressing the multiple problems that the COVID-19 environment presents to us and our patients.